because on one side you're like, I love doing what I'm doing, but if
I think I'm at a place where, like, for the job, it needs to like feel like it's run its course. Where I feel like I'm not learning anything anymore, because there's been so many different things that I've picked up in my day to day that, like, for example, the thumbnails that we make, we're using Figma. The thumbnails that we use for YouTube, we're using Figma. I learned Figma through work, and little things like that here and there. So it's not impossible. It's definitely something that could happen. I don't know when it could happen, and I don't think it's something that I would be averse to. But at the same time, again, I really like my job. So
it's interesting because it's like you rarely kind of hear that from creators. A lot of creators that I know, they're like, I hate my job and I can't wait till the money comes in where I can stop doing this and move forward, right?
But the beauty of it is I'm technically like half of his brain, so he doesn't.
And also, like, to be fair, the thing about the work I do is that it scratches like the back of my brain. I don't know how to. It's
like a puzzle.
Yeah, exactly. It's like putting a lot of puzzle pieces together, because I do a bunch of different things in the role that I am in, and like you come out of that and you're like, okay, mentally, I'm satisfied with what I've just done. Even if it takes a while for a project to be completed, you're just like, okay, these little things that we're doing here and there are fitting together for this project to be completed. And then at the end of the day, you're like, here, go, it's done. And you're like, great, it's done. So
and then another broken puzzle,
and then another one comes in, and then it's a revolving door. But one thing that I underestimated was how much fun like a normal day of content creation actually is. So
but also there's the responsibility part, right?
Yeah,
because we have had the conversation before, and the answer that he gave me was, it has to make sense.
It's the same answer for everything. If I'm getting paid more from this than I am from work,
basically,
regularly, because that's the problem with our industry.
Yeah,
we can get 1 month to make 200,000 dirhams, and then nothing for 6 months after that, and you're like, oh, I spent that 200 way too quick,
fast,
thinking it was going to come.
But I would say that even if we're in a situation, again, it's all about when I think we're done, essentially.
Yeah,
like Bill Burr.
And again, that circles back to the adaptability thing that I told, because lately he has been like, okay. I can tell that he doesn't want to, but mentally he's like, I know
we don't have to do it 6 times. Let's just jump to number 1.
He knows that eventually.
I'm super adaptable now. I'm saving you the energy. Let's do it first time. Yeah.
So that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it.
But it also helps because then when I say no, I don't want to do this, then he understands that it's like,
I'm like,
there's no point in us like.
Has there been anything recently that you've been like, this is a great idea, and he's been like, leave me
mostly
out of it?
streaming.
Mostly streaming.
Yeah. So we're trying to stream. I've been trying to stream video games. We stream under our collective brand that we call Trident, which is also the name of our media company.
Trident Media.
Media. And so I stream under Trident. And the idea was that we were supposed to stream together. Because people know us together, you know, and Trident is the name that we came up with in 2015 when we started doing content creation.
For the YouTube channel?
Our YouTube channel, yeah. So...
Trident. No, I looked at your camera.
So, I for streaming, I got my setup before he got his setup ready. So I was like, okay, I'll start streaming. I'll do the setup. And then I had plans to like keep people engaged. And then after a while, I was like, oh, you should join me. And he's like, oh, nah, you got it. And I'm like, no, but like, it's not my page, it's our page. And he's like, nah, you got it. And so that was something that we had to like.
There's money to be made from that
streaming,
dude.
Yeah.
Like more than YouTube, more than any of these things.
We actually got affiliated quite quickly, within I think 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
Now things have slowed down because we're very inconsistent because we're working on the agency. But definitely, I thought it would be a fun way to interact with our base. And also,
you were trying so hard not to say fan there.
Yeah,
with our
supporters.
Yeah. But community. Also, we play like we said at the beginning, we play games so much anyway. So we're like, let's.
Yeah, you might as well just turn on the camera.
Yeah. But he, like you said, he comes back from a long day and he's like, I can't do this.
Yeah, I can.
And I'm like, okay, I'll take care of it. But also with, like I said, with the agency, I've been exhausted.
But also that's one of those things where like there was a compromise that because I told him like, okay, if we're gonna do this, we have to do this on like Wednesday.
Like
because
once
I
a
know that
week,
Wednesday is like my lightest day, quote unquote, and like there's less distraction. So if we're doing it, we do it on Wednesday. And that was after we drew a timetable. The timetable didn't work.
Yeah, that
We
didn't
said
work.
we'll do it on this day. That didn't work. This day that didn't work, and stuff like that. So
Back to improvising.
yeah, exactly.
Improv. Right?
Back to improvising.
Seems to be the best way
I'm like, hey, you
forward,
done?
person.
He's like, I haven't eaten dinner yet. I'm like, okay, so I guess we're not doing it.
You guys are just on the Google Drive, like, yes, no, yes, no. No, but it just seems like a beautiful journey to be able to share with your brother.
Yeah, big time.
100%. Is there anything that you guys feel like we missed out?
I guess, can we yap a bit about our agency?
Yeah, of course, bro.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
So I, like I said a while ago, I started working in the creative industry about 2021,
21, yeah.
about 4 years ago now.
Mm.
I've worked with different agencies, different companies, I've worked with Popeyes, I've worked with Power Horse, I've worked with all these guys, right?
And
And
as well.
yeah. And so I remember when I was joining one of the agencies, one of the questions that they asked me in my interview was, hey, why aren't you doing this yourself? Like, you have a pretty big, like, page. And I was like, oh.
Yeah. And I remember that because
you got money.
he came back and he was like, the guy asked me a really weird question. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean by weird? I don't
You said no, right?
And he's like, why am I not doing this myself? And I'm like,
yeah. And I think I remember I told the guy, I was like, oh, I don't have money. He was like, you don't need money.
Yeah, you
You
don't,
just
man.
go to. I was like, yeah, but I don't have. He was like, you don't need that. I was like, okay. Well, anyway, I want to work for you. And after about a year and a half, working there, in total it was like 3.5 years roughly. I decided, I think it's about time I just do this myself because of many reasons. Don't need to get to, but I
That's
think
for
it's
the Patreon episode that's coming out after this. Right? Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, it's about time I do it myself. And that was before Week blew up. I tried doing it freelance for a while. It wasn't so good. So I decided, let us lock in. We started blowing up. I was managing his page and I still am. So I was like, clearly, I know how to make somebody go viral. However you want to look at it. I know the structures. I've worked in the industry also. So I was like, yo, let's put money together. Let's start an agency and let's see who we can find out what we can do.